Look at your goofy ass. So do you think dating overseas is a good idea? I've been getting these comments in my videos. It's best to date overseas. These American women are done. I don't know, man. I never dated overseas. I don't know how it is, so I can't really give my honest opinion on it. But everyone says it's best just to date overseas. Travel, I get that, but to date, I'm not against passport bros. I'm not no. I'm not here to talk shit about passport bros. If you want to do that, date overseas and find a wife, you have every right to do that. This is your life. And at the end of the day, don't care what these other people say. If you feel like you can find better overseas, then do that. I'm not against the passport bros. They can do what they want. This is their life at the end of the day. And I feel like majority of the guys who have an issue with passport bros are niggas who just can't travel. Niggas who owe back child support and they can't even get a passport. Their passport got taken away because they owe so much money in child support. That's why they hate on the passport bros, because these are successful bros who can travel and do their thing. But dating overseas, I don't know, it's tough. It's tough because you hear so many horror stories about when they bring these women to America, these women switch up. They switch up, they divorce, they take this man for half his shit. It's tricky, man. It's tricky. I don't know. If you want to take that chance, do that. I never dated overseas. When I travel this year and start planning some trips, I'm not going there with the intention of finding a wife. I'm just going to enjoy the culture, have fun. I'm not going to be on no, sex tourism shit. Just enjoy the culture. If I meet a lady, so cool. If not, I'm just going to enjoy my vacation. But to date overseas, a lot of men are saying that's the best option right now. They say American women are done. And let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think it's best to just date overseas? I don't know. It's tricky. But let's watch these videos.
Now realizing that they don't have to stay in an environment where they feel invisible. They're expanding their dating pool globally, and the results are completely different. More connection, more respect, more appreciation. It's literally a cheat code.
If American men stay any longer in the States, they will be lonely forever. Girls are getting stricter and stricter every single day. You heard of this movement, no ring, no thing? Oh, they're not gonna even have sex with you before marriage, let alone before you spend some on them. And you have two choices here, right?
I don't know. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like you're just gonna be lonely if you're staying in America? I don't know about that. I think most men are just happy with being by themselves. If they want to invite a woman into their life, that's cool. If not, I think men are just happy being solo dolos. Especially the guys who've been burnt in relationships and previous marriages. They're like, they value their peace now, and they're not gonna just invite anybody into their life who can possibly disturb their peace. But does it seem like when you travel overseas, like if you are trying to date, does it seem like the women are more aggressive to really jump into a relationship and get with you? Because maybe they want to rush and get married. Maybe they want to, hurry up and come to America. Let me know what you think.
Right? You don't want to jerk off till the day you die. So you either raise your standard and improve financial situation, or you can go to other countries. For example, top choice, Russia, Ukraine. Think about it. We have wars, we have crisis, all the fucking
Let me know, is y'all think Russia and the Ukraine is a good spot to look for a woman? Let me know what y'all think. Have y'all dealt with a Russian woman?
time. Who dies first? Man. Probably best time for you to swoop in and wipe someone up. They have standards too, but they will go way easier on you than American girls. Oh my god. They just want a gentleman with 7 digits. It's not a rocket science.
These are 4 reasons why you should date a Colombiana. Number 1, we're either
Spanish women are my type. I attract more Spanish girls. They always tell me that I can always pass for Dominican because, there's Dominicans look black. Some of them look black. But yeah, I want to get with a Cuban. I think Cuban women are very beautiful. I got to go to Florida. Let me know how it is in Florida. There are a lot of Cuban girls there, but I think Cuban women are beautiful. Colombian women are beautiful as well. But yeah, it's just Spanish women, man. Out of all the races of women I fucked, they're really good at taking pipe. They ain't no struggling. They can take it and shit.
The love of your life or your character development. There's no in between. Number 2, we don't like you. We claim you. If I say that's my man, that's my man. Even God in Colombia knows. Number 3, you'll gain weight because I'll be feeding you arepas, arroz con pollo, and attitude. Number 4,
I'm not trying to kiss, but this woman's very attractive. She probably looks better than half of the women here in America who are fat as fuck, and they think they deserve a high earning man. But she's physically fit. It's probably in her genetics that she's naturally this size. But yeah, this is an attractive woman. This is an attractive woman. I will say, I probably agree with some of the points that guys have made saying women from overseas are more attractive. I can see where they're coming from. Because yeah,
soft, but we're built like final bosses. Sweet voice, cute face. But if you try me, suddenly it'll be like the finals of the FIFA World Cup.
Is Medellin good for dating? This is another very common question that I get. And it depends. It depends what you're looking for. Obviously, a lot of people come out here and they understand.
I feel like if you're a white dude, bro, you have your pick of the litter when you travel across. You go anywhere, bro. I feel like you have your pick of the litter when you guys travel. But it is what it is.
And that the genetics out here are they're a little different. So a lot of people get excited about that. They want to come out. They want to meet people. They want to go out. If you're looking to casually date, it's a great place. Obviously, there's some dangers that you have to watch out for. You have to vet the people that you're seeing before you get careless or reckless or start taking them into places where you have.
And shout out to this guy. I was, because I got his video off the TikTok. This bro, that's his content. He's in Colombia. He around all these bad Colombian chicks, bad as fuck. I'm like, my nigga's living that life.
Where they have access to your things, to your computers, anything like that. But as far as serious dating, it might be one of the worst places in the entire world. It's very hard to find somebody that's worth taking seriously out here. That's for many reasons. And honestly, a big portion of why Medellin is turning into what it is now is because there's so many foreigners here and there's so many people that are here for 1 week. So, of course, if you're here for 1 week, you're going to go spoil somebody. You're going to go take them to the nicest places. You're on vacation, so you're basically just tagging them along with all these plans that you would have on vacation. But normal day-to-day life, you wouldn't be doing those types of things. You would have a pretty normal lifestyle. So if you're living out here long-term and looking to date somebody seriously, there's kind of a weird expectation because why hang out with somebody that's not going to take me to the best restaurants every single day and out to different cities and travel and this and that and get all these different things when they can just find that every single week because there's new people coming here every single week willing to open their their wallet and spend a ton of money on somebody because they're on vacation. So overall, I know that's a long-winded answer. Overall, it's good and bad. It really depends on what you're looking for out here, you guys.
Areas. They are it's not even comparable how much welcoming.
As a black man, trust me, most Thai women don't want you as a first choice. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because, I think universally white dudes are at the top, so it is what it is.
They are. And I'm not just talking about bar girls or girls you're paying for company. Regular females that work in regular places in those areas are just more receptive. Bangkok is a big city. It's a lot going on. You have a lot of different.
But I do hear that you live like a king in Thailand. I know a couple of YouTubers who just moved to Thailand and they're living like kings over there. Because you can live in a nice luxury apartment for like, what, is this true? Like you live in a nice high-rise apartment for like $700 a month? Let me know if that's true. Let me know in the comments. But someone was saying that online.
Different things that will set barriers for you as a black man. Like I say, initially, they're not going to want to deal with you over a white man or even a Korean man or a Japanese man. It's just the way it is. And you can go to channels and they'll show you all these different things. But I bet you any black man showing you him outside walking and women are just all over him. Hey, black man, oh, how are you? That is going to be in areas like Pattaya or Phuket maybe, or something like that. Some areas of Chiang Mai, maybe if you already have if you know some Thai, because you're going to need some more Thai when you go to Chiang Mai. That's like jungle-ish area, beautiful place too.
When you were single in Bangkok, were you using dating apps? Were you meeting people in person? What was your experience here in Bangkok as a single man?
I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Being a white single guy in Bangkok, you have a bit of a privilege.
And I'm glad he's honest about it. And it is what it is. I don't hate on no white dudes. I don't hate on nobody, man. It is what it is. If you got a certain advantage, use that to, use it, man. But it is what it is. When white dudes travel, they get their pick of the litter too,
It does feel like that, right? Because for some reason, every girl wants a white foreigner to date. So it's very easy for us, That's how it is. I've used dating apps. I've been to like some speed dating events. I like to date. I like to meet new people. I'm very open.
You're a friendly guy.
I'm a friendly guy. What can I say?
Yeah, keep in mind, like, especially when these white dudes date Asian women. Like, I know some Asian women, they want dudes to have money. Have you noticed, let me know in the comments, have you noticed that, like, some Asian women, they'll get with a broke white dude. He don't have to bring nothing to the table, just his whiteness. And here's what it is. Like, I knew this Asian chick. She was married to this Asian man. They got a divorce. She divorced him. So she divorced him. The story was told from a friend of mine. So she divorced her husband. They were married for a couple of years. Her dad died. And then she got a huge settlement. So the Asian dude asked her, because the Asian dude didn't come from money from what I was told. He asked her, can you help me pay my student loans? Because he went to law school. And she said, no. I'm not going to help, but she divorced him. But I don't, because when you're married, I thought that's her debt too. But I guess she got out scot-clean. So she divorced him. This is a highly educated Asian dude that she divorced. She got with a white dude. She's a physically fit Asian woman. She got with a white dude who's chubby. And guess what his job is? He's a professional gambler. He's not a high roller. Like he's not a high roller. But he's a professional gambler. But do you know who's funding his gambling habits? This Asian chick. You're funding a white man's gambling habits, but you couldn't pay for your Asian husband's debt that he owed for going to law school? Make it make sense. That's why I'm not putting Asian women on pedestals. Like, I don't think we should put anybody on pedestals, but to me, getting with an Asian chick is not a flex. I think back in the day when I was like immature and I didn't know myself, I thought it probably seemed like it was a flex, but no, it's not. As I'm getting older, it's like it's not a flex to get with an Asian woman. But this guy has his pick of the litter. This nigga's in Bangkok.
3 reasons why men fall fast for Colombian women. 1, their attitude is just different. They aren't trying to compete with you. They actually enjoy being feminine and letting the men be the men. 2, the way they treat you. They cook for you, check on you, clean for you, touch your arm. They actually care. 3, the loyalty. Once a Colombian woman chooses you, she's loyal, invested, and she's ready to build.
Brazil. Is that true? Let me know. Are Colombian women like that? Are they ready to build with you? Are they that committed? Let me know. I fucked a couple of Colombian women, but yeah, I told you the Colombian women I fucked, they were married. So it's like, during my past, I'm not promoting fucking married women, but this is what I did in my past, and I wouldn't do it again. But are they really that loyal? Because the wives I was dealing with, they. But let me know what you think.
It's an authentic Brazilian. Every way.
I heard Brazil is lit, but the thing is, Brazil has a high HIV rate, so these women need to show me clean test results. But yeah, Brazilian women, come on, they bad as fuck.
Oh, she's shy about speaking English, but she understands everything. Just say, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Brazil.
Welcome to Brazil.
Isso, muito bem. Como você vai ficar tímida?
American women. Tag me in, coach. Arch that back, Archie. Take it. He's probably AT being her, telling her to arch that back. She's doing exactly what he's telling her to do. But it is what it is, man. I'm glad these guys are traveling and having fun. This is what I like to see, It is what it is. They weren't probably getting good results in America, and they said, "Fuck it." They got the money. They out. I respect this. I'm not a hater on passport bros and guys traveling. I'm not a hater. I'm happy for these guys. You know.
Didn't want me, so I went to the beach and got a much hotter Latina that does want me and looks way better than all these salty girls that are getting mad at all the good-looking men that are, 35, 37 with money. She is 20 years old, by the way, are leaving.
Do you guys know him? I don't know him, but she has a Fresh and Fit podcast t-shirt. Is he part of the Fresh and Fit crew? Yeah.
Leaving behind the masculinity, leaving behind the entitlement for beautiful, feminine, submissive women.
For the most part, I'd say Korean girls are amazing. Personally, I think Korean girls are beautiful. It's like they're really kind.
Yeah, I think his type would be best. Because you could tell he's probably an educated brother. He was probably like the nerdy type. His best bet is to get with like a nerdy Asian chick or a nerdy white woman, or just, because I don't think, guys like him, black women are not really into guys like this. Nerdy types are not. We all know that, but he's probably, he should probably be doing good overseas, because he has a good head on his shoulder. He looks educated and shit.
And they have really great values. For me personally, I've made some pretty good connections. I've had like about 2 relationships the past 3 months.
It's all right. I haven't had any issues. It's very diverse. It's the same.
So they're in Korea.
As the States. So dating in Korea, man, everybody is with the same people. So if you dating one person, you probably dating 5 more people behind that. To be honest with you, it's a lot of stuff going on out here, but it's a fun place.
You never know if the female have somebody on the side. It's complicated.
I'd say it's like 50-50.
But that's no different than here. A lot of women are not single. They got somebody on the side as well.
It's either they absolutely disgusted with me or they love me. It's either one or the other. I'm gonna be honest.
Most of the time that I see like interracial couples, it's mostly like Korean and white, whereas a lot of times as black people are seen as like fetishized or like a fun time,
What's dating life for you?
Not much going on, honestly.
And let me know, like, as black dudes, bro, do y'all mind being fetishized? Even though you getting free sex from these hoes and they fucking you and shit because they want to see how it is with a black dude. If you don't want a serious relationship, if you're focused on your business and just stacking up your money, living the bachelor lifestyle, living the free agent lifestyle. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams of the free agent lifestyle. I love that dude. If you're trying to live the free agent lifestyle, do you mind being fetishized? Do you have a problem with that? Because at the end of the day, you're getting sex at the end of the day, while the other guy has to get stuck with the bill. Let me know what y'all think. Do you mind getting fetishized?
But I guess only international. Koreans, they see a tall black man, they kind of get scared,
And also, being very tall, doesn't that, help you, in the dating scene out here?
It does, I'd say. But they don't last long. They're just flings, They're not really long-term stuff.
First impression, how was it like for you, in Korea?
People just be on, dating websites, or dating apps like Bumble, Tinder, all of those. I probably linked with 5% of my matches, yeah. Most of them are international. Koreans, less often. They get along with more, Korean guys, Maybe because it's, the language barrier. Their English is pretty bad. That's why I like to stay around, Itaewon, because everyone around here kind of knows English. But once you go, somewhere else, where there's, more Koreans, less international people, they barely know English. So
dating in Japan is where I found myself, man.
People's like, yeah, I'm black and I'm in Japan. The girls love it.
I'm
a fetish.
I'm a fetish. Yeah.
Were you considered that? Were you ever
They do fetishize the culture a little bit. So obviously, when they see me, they'll see I have dreadlocks and realize, oh, this guy's kind of cool. But I'm still a little bit alternative. I'm not the typical representation or the stereotype. So I don't necessarily attract those girls. And these girls, funny enough, is such a weird phenomenon. They sound black as well because they've dated black guys.
Yeah.
They learn English from these black guys who have that black American twang when they speak like this. So then you get a Japanese girl that be talking like this a little bit. So yeah, dating for me, I want to tell you a little bit more about why it was so significant for me. So I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, and as you might know, they're very intense. Church twice a week, preaching. I went every week, knocked on doors, talking about the good news of the kingdom, and it was very sheltered life, squeaky clean. And I'm kind of surprised that my mom let me go to Japan in the first place, to be honest, because she was always very protective.
Change.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, bro, literally.
The one was like, oh, why they let him go to Japan?
Literally, on a much deeper level, bro. She told me this. I lost you when you went to Japan.
Wow. You changed.
Yeah.
Come back a different man.
Well,
that's what traveling does to you, man.
So this is what I'm saying. She probably thinks of it that way, but I feel like this is, came out. No, not necessarily evolved. It allowed me to find out again who I was.
Yeah, 100%.
Usually tend to hook up.
What's it like dating in Japan? Can I ask?
Yeah, sure. But dating in Japan, it's more slow and it's more.
This nigga know he has his pick of the litter in Japan.
To get to know the person before you really like hook up. Where in Denmark, it's often on the first or second date, you usually tend to hook up. Not that I'm talking about experience, but that's usually how it goes. But I feel like Japanese girls are really, really well mannered. I really appreciate how they take care of one when you're out and so on. And it definitely helps speaking Japanese if you want to date in Japan. That's my experience. Yeah.
What's the biggest difference between Japanese girl and a Western girl?
The biggest difference? I feel honestly, that's a good question. Let me just think about it. I feel Japanese girls are more like laid back, so they don't say directly what they think and feel as much as Western girls. Probably heard that many times before. But and I feel like Japanese girls have really good manner, very respectful. I feel also the way they dress. Danish girls are more wearing like baggy pants and more almost like boys' clothes, where Japanese girls really still have like more feminine clothing.
Hey TikTok, I have a confession to make. Over the past few days, multiple news articles have come out. I'm in contact with Vice and New York Post, so more on the way. And before they do, I want to tell you guys the truth. When you see me hanging out overseas with beautiful Colombian or Asian women, people have suspected for a long time that these women are being paid or they're poor and uneducated looking for a come up. And the truth is, she went to Cambridge and she has her own money. Truth is, dating in America is probably the worst place in the world to date as an American man. Some women in the West are taught men ain't shit and masculinity is toxic. At the same age as some women in other countries are taught the little things you can do to help a man feel heard and respected. Like how boys are taught to open doors or give flowers to women. People need the passport bros to be losers or predators, because then they don't have to wonder why intelligent, successful, genuine men are leaving and having the time of their lives. The truth is, American dating culture has 50% single men, 50% divorce rate, 70% initiated by women. And it's the fault of American women and men. Some of these guys who are now obsessed with body count were pro hot girl summer, pro girl hoe phase because they thought they would get laid more. And when it backfired on them, they switched sides. The truth that none of these articles want to talk about is that almost every man who leaves the American dating scene will come back and report that it is dramatically different and so much better. Finally, Passport Bros was started by the black community, yet the media wants to paint me as the face for it. I don't know if it's because it fits better with their narrative of it being a product of colonialism. I feel really grateful to be embraced by that community early on and seeing all the support in my comments, but they should still give credit where credit is due. I am tired of being misrepresented or misquoted in these articles, so if anyone knows of any good podcasts or somewhere I could do some long form interview or conversation, please let me know or tag them below. Thank you guys for everything. Follow me, I got good shit.
Okay, so I guess dating overseas is the business. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, all right? How's dating overseas for y'all? How's it working out for y'all? Do y'all think it's our best option right now as men? If we were to settle down and have a family and legacy, is it best just to get a woman overseas? Bring them here? Because it's tricky, because I've just heard so many horror stories about guys bringing these women here and they just switch up. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, all right? I'll holla at y'all. Peace.